Oh, this show was not good at all, but that was one of the most hilarious and just awesome endings to a Monday Night Raw episode in the 30 plus years it has been on the air. I was goddamn losing it. Beast, asshole, ass kicker, Brock Lesnar, destroying, maiming, just throwing Cody Rhodes around, F5ing him all over the goddamn place. You want to finish the story, Cody? Well, you're goddamn finished at this point. If they have Cody Rhodes getting his ass kicked every single goddamn time on Raw, I will tune in with bated breath. Yeah! I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's so hilarious. Anyway, I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Raw from the Crypto.com arena in LA. They're getting out of LA. Next week, they're going to be in Seattle. Guess who's not going to be at the Seattle show? Me. I didn't even know they were coming to Seattle until later in the show. I'm sorry. Look, at this point, I'm just gonna laugh. Why get angry? Why get? There was not a lot of good on this show. There just wasn't. The Raw after Mania actually has almost become like a ridiculous, inflated, almost legendary show where it's like all these crazy things can happen, and we only had one return, and it was Matt fucking Riddle. But first, I do want to start off on a somber note in all seriousness. Bushwhacker Butch did pass away today. Real name Robert Miller. His tag team partner, Luke, Bushwhacker Luke, did announce that he passed away. And if you only know them as the Bushwhackers in WWE, you really need to check them out as the Sheep Herders. Even in their later years, before they went to WWE, in Jim Crockett Promotions, the Sheep Herders, bloody, violent. It's amazing, actually, that both of them were lived as long as they did. I mean, Luke is still alive, but I'm just saying, you see the hits, the violence, the insanity. It is a goddamn miracle that both were even able to walk by the time they got to WWE, because they gave and paid the ultimate price as far as giving up their bodies. That's why they didn't take bumps all that well in WWE and didn't need to, because Vince McMahon's cartoon vision of wrestling at that time did give a second life to a lot of wrestlers. More on Vince here in a bit, but in all seriousness, I'm glad Luke got to be part of the Portland Wrestling Tales from the Territories episode, and I'm glad both Bushwhackers got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Rest in peace, Bushwhacker Butch, and terrible loss. Thoughts go out to his family and friends. Bushwhackers, Sheep Herders will never be forgotten. Let me know your favorite moments as far as both those teams in the comments, please. Rest in peace, Bushwhacker Butch. So the first hour is commercial free. This is after we got about 5 to 7 minutes of WrestleMania recaps and 3 rewrites. This probably has something to do with the fact that Endeavor is going to be swallowing up WWE for a lot of money. And they own UFC, and now it's going to be a WWE-UFC merger. What does this mean for the future? One, apparently Vince McMahon decided to go the Gomez-Adams Dick Dastardly route. Dick Dastardly, that actually means a few different things for the, the sex pest that is Vince McMahon. The guy who says, I made a lot of mistakes, but I've owned up to them. You covered up a murder, the murder of Nancy Argentino to keep Jimmy Snuka as your top star and everything, and then he cooked himself out his goddamn mind. And oh yeah, by the way, fuck Jimmy Snuka. I'm glad he's dead. But Vince really kind of looks like the dad from the Brack Show. Tell me you don't see it. It looks kind of like M. Bison. I believe somebody called him VKM Bison, and now that is his name. VKM Bison. He looks ridiculous. He got a ton of work done. I don't believe he ever actually fully went away. I think he was just engineering the fact that he was just going to fully take control of his company again. That being said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. This is how I'll break it down really, really quickly. The Peacock deal runs through the early part of 2026. If Endeavor wants to buy them out of that whole damn thing, if they can, okay. They're pursuing different TV deals, apparently. A possible combined streaming deal. The combined streaming deal could be interesting. Now, if they think that wrestling fans are going to pay premium prices, like, for UFC pay-per-views, but for wrestling pay-per-views, oh, they're in for a goddamn, they're in for a crazy awakening. The free sites, the free streaming sites are about to get a ton of traffic. They're going to have to get bigger servers. And even though there have been some great moments on some of the premium live events, even before Vince stepped away, they're not worth, they're barely worth $20. $20 to $30 maybe for Mania. Maybe Rumble, Mania, and SummerSlam might be worth something. But as far as anything else, no. They're going to have to do something, as far as having stuff under one umbrella, but make it affordable. And this deal's going to blow up in Endeavor's face within the next 4 to 5 years. That's all I got to say. I hope that the talents, I hope the talents, are able to have healthy paychecks. Though I think a lot of releases are going to be coming. James Drake and Zach Gibson already requested their releases. They were in the schism. Who can goddamn blame them? If more releases come up, I will do a separate video. But this Endeavor thing, it's not even going to be fully finalized until later this year. But that's all I really have to say about that. Yeah, WWE is going to be wished the best in their future endeavor. Okay, sorry. Let's just get back to the review now. Raw after Mania. Here's the genius Triple H. I'm sorry. Look, the guy knows wrestling. He's been in wrestling. He's a fan of wrestling. He has some good ideas. I don't know if the sale affected how this show was done. Apparently there were rewrites. I think that it's going to be Vince McMahon and Triple H butting heads, and I think Triple H is going to take his $5 million payout, and he's going to possibly go home. He has enough money. Nick Khan got $15 million. Triple H has been in the company since, late 95? Mid 95? And he got $5 million. Nick Khan has been there since 2019 and got $15 million. Vince McMahon got $3 billion. He's going to be able to pay off a lot of paralegals that he, passed around like a toy. Vince McMahon will pay for his goddamn crime. The Rita Chatterton stuff and all that, and not using the right cable company for Owen Hart, and protecting Pat Patterson with the Ring Boy scandal and all that. But never mind, let's get back to the show. The crowd was hot to begin with. It is the Raw after Mania. So you're going to usually start with a hot crowd. And Triple H thanks every fan, every wrestler, even thanks a guy named Stu, the cameraman. Stu. Okay. I knew a guy named Stu that worked at Campbell's. He was the supervisor. Now that everybody shut off the review, I'm going to just be talking to myself. But yeah, I assure you that we're not going anywhere. I think Triple H is trying to talk himself into it. Then, now, forever, together, all that and everything, and it felt like he was saying goodbye. Now, maybe he won't appear on camera again. Look, it could just be a rallying cry. It could just be desperation. It's not like Triple H isn't independently wealthy and couldn't just go retire. He's got the pacemaker, and he had the health issues, the heart issues. I wouldn't blame him. But Vince McMahon running the show again, because he's the co-executive chairman, I believe, in this upcoming deal. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Anyway, here's Roman, Heyman, and Solo. The Usos aren't there. They will appear there later. And then suddenly, here's, besides some boos, there were some heavy boos for Roman, but you know what? He's the one, and Cody's two. And that's all he's ever going to be. And then Hollywood acknowledgement, and then suddenly Cody shows up. Pyro, and yeah, they were, whoa! They're going to turn on. They're going to turn. I think they will. They're going to realize what a lot of people watching AEW programming realize is that he's good, but he ain't the guy. He thinks he can be. There are a lot of people that think that he can be. And if you think he can be, that's fine. I've been on the Cody, hate train, as you call it. I don't hate Cody, but some people will say. So, hate train? Sure. I'm on the realistic train where I can see that Cody's not the guy. Keep it on Roman at least long enough to break Pedro Morales' record, which is in I believe, just about 80 days. So just about 3 months. Keep it on until SummerSlam, and then have him lose it if you want. They're going to build this till next WrestleMania, where Cody's going to go over all the obstacles and then win, and then nobody's going to care. Because it's going to be a Lex Luger situation. He lost at he won via count out at SummerSlam. People didn't care as much by the Rumble 5 months later. 5 months later. SummerSlam is 4 months later. Watch. So anyway, Cody basically says, I want a rematch. I had you beat. I want a rematch. Crowd is chanting rematch. And when do you want it? When do we want it? Tonight. Roman, no. Heyman says no. And Cody says, look, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you. I had you beat. Let's do something. Let's have a tag match. I don't care. Roman scared chant. And Heyman says, how about this? Here are the caveats. Got to be a tag match. Got to be somebody that wrestled at WrestleMania. And whoever that person is, they would forfeit any opportunity to face Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship as long as he's champion. Oh, God, that could mean it could be Sammy. It could be Kevin. But they would do that. Who else would it be? Bork. Cowboy Bork is back. The Brock Lesnar. The Bork Laser is back. And he's back to a big pop. And he's being all chummy with Cody and everything. Everybody had to have known what the fuck was coming. Everybody had to. I wrote down, watch Cody F5, or watch Cody F5 Brock. He had Braun on his shoulders. Watch Brock F5 Cody during the match. I was kind of right. He F5'd him before the match. 35 minutes into the show, 35 minutes we have had of commercial-free wrestling. Yes, the talking made sense, but that Triple H thing, it seemed like he was just saying goodbye, and then this Cody Roman stuff. Whatever, and then Edward James almost beat Elias. The Edward James almost experiment has been terrible. Oh, he won. No one cares. Okay, the Usos show up to talk to Roman. Heyman says, just go eat. Him and Solo are talking strategy elsewhere. Don't worry about it. Go eat. And then Heyman waits for him to leave, opens the door. I took care of it, my tribal chief. And Jay is pissed. I mean, they didn't hear this, but Jay, you can see, was pissed. Hall of Fame recaps to fill time. Kathy Kelly. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kathy. God, she's beautiful. Interviews Bad Bunny, who says stuff about Backlash, I think. I know that English is not his native language, and I know he's mega popular. I don't understand him. Credit to him, though. He went full force at WrestleMania 37 and for the Rumble last year. Here's Ray. Ray cuts a promo, crowd praises him, he praises the crowd back, you deserve a chance, and then and then he thanks Bad Bunny. Here's Theory. You can try all you want with Austin Theory. I don't care. Theory took on Ray. 55 minutes into the show, we have a second match. 30 to 45 seconds of action, we go to the break. Corey getting a little touchy about what people say on social media. Gee, Corey, maybe you should be a little less sensitive. You're wearing a cow print suit. I really wouldn't be throwing stones. So Dominic and Priest show up. They cause Ray to lose. Well, Dominic does. And then Bad Bunny got mauled because he got confronted. And then, Dominic and him got in a scuffle. Priest, his former tag team partner, attacked him and drilled him through the announcer's table. I really hope that Bad Bunny's okay, because that really looked bad. I was worried he landed on his neck. And he was holding his neck. Pierce yells at Priest. Corey was really, really, just selling the whole thing, apologizing to the Bad Bunny fans and everything. He was so apologetic. He was more upset about this than he was about cheating on his previous wife with 3 kids that stuck by him while his little brain, kept rattling around like an egg in a jar. But anyway, so Pierce yells at Priest, and Priest says, if I really didn't like him, you would be really mad at me. Zayn and Owens get a big pop, and they praise each other. And they say, hey, let's have a fight tonight. Here come the Prophets. The match is fine. I'm sorry. The matches don't mean anything. The matches, whatever. The crowd was into it. Montez does an incredible... He's an incredible athlete. Dawkins is very good as well. Dawkins is no slouch. But Montez does the dive over, dives on him, lands on his feet later, and then gets hit with a stunner and the haluva kick. Really, really soon after, 1, 2, 3. What do Zayn and Owens do? Probably face off against the Usos at some point. Recaps of Rollins and Logan Paul. Kathy Kelly with Seth Pheasant Rollins. Whoa. That's all you're going to get. So, he says, I'm going to go out there and let him sing my theme. That's what they do. That's all that Rollins appeared for. We're almost 2 hours into the show, and we've had no women besides Kathy Kelly on my television. I have no complaints about Kathy Kelly being on my television. She looks great, and she at least has personality. But good God, no women. Apparently, they were going to do two triple, according to Fightful. Fightful.com said there were going to be 2 triple threat matches to determine an upcoming challenger for Bianca. I think that's what I heard. But those got scrapped in an effort for more talking. So, Kathy is with Lashley, and then here comes Bronson. He's going down to Emmett's Fixture Shop to fix Lashley. That's not how that works. He talks about the pupil and the teacher. Hey, you taught me a lot about losing because you eliminated me. And says, well, no for tonight because I'm busy, but I'll fight you at some point. I mean, Lashley versus Bronson might not be bad, but they don't know what they're doing with Bronson. They don't know what they're doing at all. He feels like nothing on the show. And I like Bronson Reed. I like him a lot. Liked him as Bronson, liked him as Jonah. I hope they use him well. Ali then tells Lashley, don't worry, be positive. Don't refuse to take no for an answer. That's what got Vince in a whole bunch of trouble, Ali. God, Vince is back. And then Lashley tosses him down into the ring, beats him up, tosses him down in the ring. Bell rings, hurt lock, and bell rings. Ali's they gotta be granting him his release. I mean, there is no reason why they would be doing this to him. Ali may never be WWE Championship material, but goddamn, he deserves better than this. Oh boy, so we get more Mania recaps, to fill out time and everything. More media fluffing, as I called it. And then Heyman tells Roman that the Usos were sent away. Roman asks Heyman, hey, did you know Brock was going to be here? Oh, we're doing this again. Heyman says he didn't. Roman is pissed as well. And then we get to Bianca showing up for more talking. And I like Bianca. And Bianca cuts a decent enough promo. EST chants. She praises Asuka and says she's still the EST. Here's Rhea. She is coming for Bianca next. Phrasing. But Bianca says, oh, one day when you're ready, we'll have a match. Please don't have a unification match. And that was it. And then Liv and Raquel showed up. They want me to watch Liv, but they want me to have to endure Raquel. Entrances at 7:10 p.m. for that. Backstage, Dakota getting ready in his jacket. And then Dakota and Io make their appearance. We go about 10 minutes before we get to the actual match. It's Liv and Raquel against Dakota and Io. 1 minute, we go to the break. And, of course, Raquel does if she doesn't hit that powerbomb tossing her partner on somebody correctly, that is going to be really bad. That is going to end badly. And people were booing. And then I thought they were booing Raquel, which would be fitting. They were booing because they were the beach ball. Maybe stop with the beach ball. I thought Cesaro put a stop to that years ago. So, Oblivion on Dakota 1, 2, 3. No Bayley, by the way. Where'd Bayley go? Bayley tweeted out something that's like any love story, there's an end or something. Goodbye. I hope that Bayley isn't leaving. I don't know what the deal is. That's a bit weird. But anyway, then this was all, by the way, this match was done last minute, or however they decided to just throw us together. It's because Shayna got hurt, because Ronda and Shayna won the match at Mania to earn a tag title shot, and now it's Liv and Raquel. And then Miz shows up and talks about the matches, and there will be no more matches at Mania. Matches, in quotations. There will be no more surprises. And then here's noted crack addict Matt Riddle, who is back from rehab. And then hits the bro Derek on him after getting laid out. They want to feature Matt Riddle. Fuck y'all. Recaps of the Bad Bunny stuff. Bad Bunny's been taken to a local medical facility for a separated shoulder and anal bleeding. What? Wow. And then apparently Raw will be in Seattle next week, as I noted. I'm off at 2 p.m. that day. I took a look at what the tickets cost, and look, I understand that WWE has to pay a lot of talents, and they have a lot of big production and all that. No, I'm not paying those prices. I'll watch this shit at home. The last WWE show I went to was the one where Elias said it's like having a basketball team in Seattle and being there for the booze in my feet, which was great. There was also booze at my feet or near my feet because some people spilled their alcohol because we have a bunch of drunks in Seattle and a bunch of idiots. Moving on. Sorry to the good people in Seattle. But no, I'm not going. I'm off at 2 p.m. and I would, if I had tickets, I would have to fight through traffic, and also I'd be going by myself. Unless I'm going to go with somebody cool, like my friend Rox, I'm not going to go. So anyway, then Roman makes the entrance at 7:41. Cody makes his entrance at 7:47, and Bork makes his entrance at 7:49. Big, introductions and everything, and then Brock F5s Cody before the match starts, and then does another. Roman and Solo apparently just evaporated or teleport. I have to go. My planet needs me. Anyway, and then Brock just beats the absolute total shit out of him. He throws him around. He throws him in the barricade. He hits him with a chair. He rings the bell. He is having a blast. Beefed up asshole Brock Lesnar. Boom, boom, boom. He's just throwing steps in the ring, throws the chair in the ring, chases Adam Pearce away, chases Jamie Noble away. I thought it was a garden gnome. I don't know why I made fun of Jamie Noble there. Garden gnomes are taller. Let's get back to this. He's beating up people. He goes away while after hitting F5 on the steps, he's just destroyed Cody. Just destroyed him. It's great. And then he rushes back to the ring and does more stuff. After the F5 on the step, does this, and then is going to rush back, but actually just flips a double bird. Crowd's chanting one more time, and there you go. So we're at least getting Brock versus Cody at Backlash. I'm sorry, this whole journey, yes, Dusty didn't win the title immediately, but you know what? Here's the difference. There were more people watching wrestling when Dusty won the title. Fans are more fair weather now. They may pack arenas for now. They barely got the title. They barely got the fans back. Barely got the fans back in their good graces. And you guys think, and they think that this is going to last? They're going to blow up in Endeavor's face. I'm going to keep watching this stuff because I find this entertaining. But this is ridiculous. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin, and I'll see you soon.